Okay, so the most important thing on Jinx in this matchup is to give opportunities to the Nautilus for the hook. But that's how do we do that really? And the secret answer is managing the wave. If you manage the wave, you will win. So my question now here is, you play against a Cartus with Vel'Koz and you have a Nautilus. What kind of wave do you look to have? Option number 1, hard pushing into them, crushing. Option number 2, in the middle, Nautilus is in the brush, slow pushing into them. Option number 3, freezing right here. So, okay, so let me just make it simple. You have the push and you crush. You have the push and you play slow, or you give the push.
I have the push and I play slow.
Exactly. So this is what you need to do. So, okay, so this is on Jinx 9-8 and on Vayne 7-9.
Yeah.
Okay, you also have a very good game here. This one, 16-7 lose.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, I literally couldn't do anything. 3 people would jump on me and I don't think I could carry anyway. I also have that recorded if you want to send me to you.
It could be a good game, yeah. I see that maybe you could have carried this one.
Yeah, I think I could, but I just told my teammates, you don't need to do anything, just stand in front of me. They keep forcing fights and didn't listen to me, so...
Okay. So then, then you can choose a game that we can start with, and maybe we can do this one after. So just send me a link of a game that you think is the best, and then we analyze that, and then we can analyze this after. So we can have one game that you prefer and one game that is usually better for like the vote.
I think I sent it on Discord.
Perfect. So this one on Jinx you think is a very good game, yes?
Yeah, because I was ahead and I couldn't carry. That's I want to know why.
I see. Yeah, it's a very common problem. Okay, so you were ahead and you didn't know how to carry. Okay. Now ignore what's on the screen. I will just take a look at the game. So let me think. So you played in season 2 with a lot of breaks, right?
Yeah, I also break season 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
I was playing from season 2 to season 6, and season 10 also played. So here we do a really good invade.
Okay, tell me more about what do you think are your biggest issues in the game?
Probably not knowing what to do in the mid game.
Perfect. Let me just write it down.
And maybe some PvP issues and some positioning, probably.
PvP issues? What does it mean? Only positioning?
Not getting the highest value of my skills.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I can't think of something right now.
So tell me, what are your expectations on the coaching session? What do you want to get specifically from the coaching session?
Learning how to carry. If I learn how to carry the games, most likely I will reach the rank I want.
Perfect. So let me just write it down. Learning how to carry. Perfect.
Because even if all your teammates are still not doing perfect, I believe you still can carry the game up to a point.
Yes, up to a point for sure. Yes. Okay, that sounds good. So tell me, what is your champion pool? What are your best champs right now?
So right now, I really play Tristana, Kai'Sa and Ashe, but I can play almost very good half of the AD cards, but I try not to. I play these 3. Maybe some Jinx, if I see a good laning.
Okay, so let me just type that. So you said what? Jinx, Ashe, Kai'Sa, I think, if I remember.
Yeah, I tried to play the severe build from AmaQTPie, which builds First Strike with Static Shiv, Infinity and Molten Reminder, but every game I was really ahead. I had like 3 items, and the enemies was 1.5 item, 2, and I still couldn't do anything.
Interesting.
So I stopped playing that.
Interesting. So tell me, now let's say you have a friend and that friend starts playing League of Legends and he plays Jinx. He's a main Jinx, but is hard stuck in Iron. And he asks you, hey Martin, tell me, how can I carry a game on Jinx? What do you tell him?
Start farming better.
Okay, so farming better, sure. But then he's gonna ask, okay, so I AFK lane and farm?
No.
So do you try to win the lane? Do you try to play safe, like a Yumi? Do you what's the power of, from a scale from 0 to 10? How strong is this champion in the early game?
I think he's a lane bully, so if you have like a tanky support, you can poke a lot.
Okay. What makes her poke good? What does she have?
The rockets.
The rockets, okay, so you have the range advantage, you have the W, true. So you have that. What else?
Zap.
Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase, just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visite.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against. Yeah, so you can poke with the W, sure, what else?
She has a really strong push on the early game.
True.
I mean, you can push better than the others.
Exactly. So we're talking here about the wave clear. She has a very good wave clear, she has a very good range. Lane.
Yeah, I think she's the best to get the prio. There is no better ADC to get prio on the lane.
Yeah, she has really good rockets, so she can easily get prio. Better AD carries are just maybe Jean, for example. Caitlyn can get the push. It also depends a lot on the support. But okay, that sounds very good. So you can play to win the lane. Of course, it depends so much on the matchup and on the support matchup as well.
If I have a tanky support, I will play to win. If I have utility, I will play not to lose.
Okay.
Or be even.
That sounds good. So what do you think in this case? What do you play for?
To win.
Okay, perfect. And how do you exactly? So first of all, what do you need to avoid in this matchup? Like, how do they win? How do they kill you? And second of all, how do you play the matchup to win it?
They have a lot of skill shot and Karthus Q. So if I manage to dodge most of it, how can they damage me? Okay. So Nautilus just walks up to them, auto attacks or Q, and they're dead. Okay. What can they do?
So you're saying that you should play around the Nautilus Q. That's true. How do they win the lane though?
I don't know what to tell you. How do they win the lane?
Karthus Velcos. So if you play Karthus, I mean, I know you don't play Karthus, but say you play Karthus, how do you, like, do you play safe? Do you play aggressive?
Well, obviously safe, because I have no mobility and I'm vulnerable to ganks. Just like Jinx, I guess.
Okay, so she's a bit of the Jinx. So he has not much mobility. What does he have as an advantage, like as a champ?
An isolated damage. He's very high. His Q does
True. So he needs to get you in isolated damage. Okay. So if you play, so for example, when I play Vayne, it's very important to make sure I dodge skill shots, or at least I'm like not playing the lane to make something aggressive. I'm usually playing a safe dynamic. If I play Sivir, the most important thing is usually pushing the wave and getting the push. When I play, for example, Draven, the most important thing is killing the enemies and finding opportunities to kill them. But what about when I play Karthus? The most important thing.
Try to scale farm.
True, but
and not die.
Someone could say, yeah, but Jinx is gonna scale as well. How do you win the game? You can also scale very well.
Yeah, but I don't know. He outscales me probably because he just pressed one key and all of my teammates are half HP. Okay,
let's see this one without scaling right here. This is the game. So you play Karthus into Nautilus is pretty hard. Karthus into Jinx is pretty hard because he can't hit the Q. He can only use the R. Karthus into Ziggs, it's a long range Ziggs. He can't hit the Ziggs usually. And Karthus into Wukong is very difficult. He's gonna jump on it. Karthus versus Volibear is very difficult. He's gonna jump, and you're also gonna have Locket probably on Nautilus. Jinx into Vel'Koz, I mean, it's not good, not bad. He has a lot of range. In teamfights, you're not probably gonna hit him. Karthus, Jinx is also hard in late game. If he has exhaust, he's gonna exhaust you. You can't go on him. Against Hui, Jinx is hard to play. Kayn can be hard, especially if he's strong, and Sante is not that hard, but so Jinx against Sante is really good. So none of the AD carry play a very easy role into these team compositions. But if you take a look at something very important here, Karthus, the engage of Karthus is what? Kayn, W, Hui, Fear, Vel'Koz E, but the engage of Jinx has Wukong, Nautilus, and Volibear. So Karthus is a lot more exposed in this composition. So a challenger player in this case will tell me, Andrew, Karthus versus Jinx, they both scale the same. What makes the difference is into what composition they play, and very important, how much setup they have. Because let's be honest, Jinx with Nautilus, Wukong, Volibear is so easy to play in these champs compared to Karthus, Kayn engage against Wukong, Volibear, Nautilus. They need to get through these people. So in this specific situation, Jinx outscales by hard. But again, not because of the champion.
Because of the composition.
Because of the composition, exactly. And we're looking specifically at the engage of the composition. Usually we look at how good is your champ against each of the enemy champs. So for example, also when challenger players ask, okay, do I outscale or I don't outscale? Let's say it's a matchup that is a skill matchup like Kog'Maw Jinx. Some people say Jinx outscales better, some people will say Kog'Maw. Yeah, but it depends so much, because if I play Jinx and for example, the Kog'Maw has, let's say, a Lulu, he has mid lane, he has Lissandra, so very good setup. He has top lane a champion like Ornn, so he has a good tank. And in jungle, he has someone like Ivern. So if you play Jinx, and then let's say you have a champion on top lane like Shyvana, so no CC, nothing. You have jungle someone like Graves. You have mid lane someone like Katarina, and you have a support like. If I play Jinx against Lissandra, it's unplayable, or unplayable. Lulu, Kog'Maw, I will never hit them. And Ivern, maybe I can hit it, but Kog'Maw, Lulu into Shyvana. Shyvana has no CC. Graves, no CC. Katarina, no CC. Yuumi, useless. So in this case, we can easily say, yeah, Kog'Maw outscales because he's so good into these champions and we have no CC, and Jinx completely gets outscaled. So this is usually the champion will tell you if you outscale. Like say here it's Ezreal and here is Jinx, Jinx outscales. But if it's a matchup like Jinx, Kog'Maw, or someone like is strong late game against strong late game, this is how you can see if someone outscales or not. You look at the compositions. If you don't know, because again, in this case, you don't know because Karthus is very bad in these champions and Jinx is very bad in these champions, then you look at the engage and at the setup. That's the third thing that will tell you, you know, who is outscaling. So this is how like challenger players think about outscaling. Because of course, if you ask a bronze player, he will tell you, oh yeah, Jinx is outscaling the Vayne, Twitch is outscaling the Ezreal, and the normal answers. But it's a bit more complicated than that, you know. Okay, good. So very good, very good. Super smart answers. I can see you know the fundamentals of the Jinx. Very, very nice. Okay, so the most important thing on Jinx in this matchup is to give opportunities to the Nautilus for the hook. But that's how do we do that really? And the secret answer is managing the wave. If you manage the wave, you will win. So my question now here is, you play against a Karthus with Vel'Koz and you have a Nautilus. What kind of wave do you look to have? Option number 1, hard pushing into them, crushing. Option number 2, in the middle, Nautilus is in the brush, slow pushing into them. Option number 3, freezing right here. So, okay, so let me just make it simple. You have the push and you crush. You have the push and you play slow, or you give the push.
I have the push and I play slow.
Exactly. So this is what you need to do. So perfect case in a perfect world, Jinx gets the prio. Getting the prio means we have more minions. Let's say we have 6 minions and they have 4. And then we walk up on the wave. So this way Nautilus can actually go on the Karthus. This is what you need. Crushing the wave, pushing very hard, or freezing under your tower is bad. Why? It's because you play against a champion, as you said, that has low mobility. So when you play...
If they are pushing, then they have a lot of minions, so he can hook.
Exactly.
If we are pushing, they are in the turret, so...
Perfect. So the idea is you need to keep the wave in the middle. You want to make sure, so the win condition for Karthus is he needs to push. That's for Karthus, but it's also for Vel'Koz. He needs to push. Why? Well, he's Vel'Koz, he's a range support. So that's what he's looking to do. So what you want to do is make sure they don't get the push. That doesn't mean you hard push into them. That doesn't mean you crash into the tower. No. Idea is in the middle, but you have slightly more minions, so Nautilus can stay into the brushes and zone. But you stay in the middle, like staying here, Nautilus can't hook. Staying here and getting pushed in, this is not good. So in the middle, slow push into them. That's the ideal case that we want to see. Because Karthus needs to push, and that's the only thing he does with Vel'Koz as well. So that's your win condition. Don't get pushed in, get the push, and then it's up to the Nautilus if he hits some hooks. Very important. Okay, tell me in terms of the build. What build do you usually go for on Jinx?
I will always buy Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably depends. Maybe Runaan's, maybe Infinity.
Okay. How do you choose?
Depends on if I'm ahead or not. If I want a fast wave clear, even faster than I already have, I will go for Runaan's. For more tempo play, I think, to scale faster. If I am ahead, I will go for Infinity.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, you'll go rapid fire cannon. This is, I think you go Infinity Edge second. Do you go Phantom Dancer ever?
Yeah, sometimes.
When?
When I need the mobility more and the attack speed, then usually if I'm a little behind.
I see you also sometimes get the Infinity Edge. Is that common for you?
I decide in the game, like, it's not always, that's a problem always I have, the itemization.
I see. See. What is the problem exactly? You don't know what to build, or?
Yeah, and I mostly build the same pattern I follow. Like Kraken Infinity. I don't see the reason why I build, let's say, Rapid Fire instead of Phantom Dancer, or Phantom instead of Rapid Fire. Okay. It's almost the same item, like, to me. The difference is the range that the Rapid Fire gives you.
Between Rapid Fire Cannon and Phantom Dancer, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if they have something that I can't really get you and touch, I will build Rapid Fire.
Okay. I see. Okay. So tell me, let's say after the laning phase. So how do you carry a game after the laning phase on Jinx?
Go other lanes, get the objectives, play around the Drakes, the Herald.
Okay, so play around objectives.
I will, if I'm ahead, I will tell my top lane to switch so I could get the top lane blades. I will go mid.
You will swap with the top lane?
Excuse me?
Did you say that you're gonna swap with the top lane?
Yeah, if I was... after I get my turret bot lane, I would swap with top lane.
Okay. And usually what happens usually?
Obviously, if I'm ahead, I will get the top lane turret too.
Okay.
And then I am ultimately fed. What can they do?
Okay. Good.
But here in this game, Wukong really refused to play with me. Like, I was pinging every single objective, we always had the prio, and he was just power farming. What could I do?
Yes, we're gonna go soon on that. Okay. Alright, sounds good. So, in terms of the itemization, so there are basically a few builds on Jinx. As you can see right here, the best ones right now are Kraken Slayer Phantom Dancer or Kraken Slayer Infinity Edge. There are some people that like Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer right away. This is a build that is more like when you're super ahead. And the difference between Kraken Slayer first and Infinity Edge first is usually given to when do you recall and how much gold you have. If you have 1300 gold to spend for a BF sword, it's very expensive. So if you do, you can take it. But in general, Kraken Slayer is a safe buy. When it comes to Phantom Dancer is a very OP item. Most of the pro players buy it right now. And the reason why they buy it is because Phantom Dancer, it gives you really a lot of attack speed. So yeah, Phantom Dancer, 60%. Do you know how much rapid fire gives you?
How much?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you say.
So how much attack speed the rapid fire gives you?
45, I think.
Okay, so the rapid fire cannon gives you 35.
Yeah.
Okay, so it gives you the same crit, but more movement speed. Phantom Dancer 5% more, and imagine you play Jinx, so you like movement speed. But then the secret here is that it gives you this passive, and that you actually become permanently ghosted. The thing is, 60% attack speed, it's almost double the rapid fire cannon. So you're losing on a lot of damage if you go for this item actually. The thing is, how can you decide? Because there are still some pro players in Challenger that prefer rapid fire cannon, and it's pretty simple. If usually the difference is one helps you to hit a lot, like auto attack fast. One helps you to hit a little bit, but with more range. So if I play in a composition where they have on top lane a champion that I can't hit, Malphite, good luck, have fun hitting him, you're gonna get ulti. Jungle, they have a champion that I can't really auto attack, like Jarvan, or let's say Hecarim. Hecarim has the ultimate. Mid lane, he has a champion that is a mage that I can't hit, Malzahar, Orianna, Syndra, Vex. How are you gonna hit these guys? You're gonna get ulti and die. Then bot lane, they have a champion with long range like Varus, AP, Comet, and support, they have a champion like Lux. In this case, you need a rapid fire cannon. Why? It's because it's so hard to hit any of them. You hit Malphite, you dead. You hit Hecarim, you dead. They ulti you. Orianna, you dead. Varus, you're dead. He's just ulti. So it's like anyone that you hit, you're just dead. But in 99% of the cases, if let's say they have top lane like an Ornn, like a tank. Jungle, they have, let's say, Sejuani. Mid lane, they have, let's say, a normal mid laner. Okay, let's say an Akali. And on the bot lane, they have a Twitch with a support that is Braum. Phantom Dancer is always better. Why? Because Sejuani, she's gonna jump and you need attack speed, man. And you need a lot. You need, well, yes, the movement speed, but also you need to melt him. Because she's gonna jump on your support or jump on your mid lane. You have to melt him. You have to kill him fast. With rapid fire cannon, you can be like, oh, but I have range. Yeah, but you don't have damage. So good luck killing the tanks. So every time when you need damage to kill a tank and you know you can auto attack freely in teamfights, Phantom Dancer is a better item. We can also look at the win rates, but it's just much better. It's just more OP. Look at this. So we have, let's see if we can see, look at this. Rapid fire cannon second, 61% win rate. And then if we see Phantom Dancer right here, 62% win rate with 8% pick rate. And the rapid fire cannon is with, look at this, with 0.9%. Look, 60% win rate, you see this? And then you see 62% win rate with the Phantom Dancer. So it's a lot better item. In general, you should buy it because it's a very, very OP item. So for example, let's make a test here. So here you see, look, okay, well, so 1 second, because this is a champion, different champion. So rapid fire cannon is if you really need the range. Like here, Phantom Dancer is very good. Look, Ornn, Nocturne, he's gonna jump on you. Tristana, I guess rapid fire cannon and Tristana is good. And into Ashe and into Brand. But someone could say, yes, into Ashe, Brand, and Tristana I need range because they will jump on you. But someone else could say, yeah, but what's your job? To kill Tristana and Ashe in a fight or to kill Ornn?
I guess every fight Nocturne would jump on me, so my job would be to survive.
Yes, so what item is going to help you to survive the most? Because rapid fire cannon will give you more range, but anyways you will get jumped, so it's not going to help you. But at least Phantom Dancer is going to help you to kill the Ornn and the Nocturne.
Yeah,
because
so
exactly, because this is the people that you're going to auto attack in the fights, realistically speaking. And yes, it's actually better to get the Phantom Dancer second. If you're ahead and you have the money, 1300 gold for BF Sword, you can go Infinity second as well. But the best is just this second item. In this one, you went Rapid Fire Cannon. They do have okay, against Vel'Koz it's good, against Karthus it's good, against Hui it's good, against Kayn, I mean, if it's Assassin, it's good, and against Sante, Phantom Dancer is better. But realistically speaking in this comp, look at your engage. Nautilus, Wukong, Volibear. So you have to ask the question, do I really need a range? Because when Nautilus Q's ulti, Wukong goes in, and Volibear goes in, you don't really need this range. So you see, this is why when you're gonna watch like pro players, they hate it. They hate it to go for rapid fire cannon. Only if they're absolutely forced to go for it, they go for it. And of course, there are some challenger Jinx mains that they said they did the math and they say that Runans is better. But I think the worst item you can buy is the one that you buy right now, a rapid fire cannon. So that's there is that. So you can try the Hurricane, but Phantom Dancer you can't go wrong with this item second. It's a very good item. So the short answer is a rapid fire cannon if you really need range, Phantom Dancer in most of the cases, and Hurricane is just a preference if you want to try it. I don't personally recommend it, but there are some Jinx Pro players that play with it. They like the stats, it's also pretty cheap, but Phantom Dancer is just cheaper and also gives you more stats. So yeah, there is that. Okay, let's see how you play this here. Well, I already know your mistakes, but we'll see, because I watched this game. Okay, good. So let's see what you're gonna do right now. So you need to push the lane. You have a Nautilus. We need to analyze the draft a little bit. So they have Vel'Koz, Karthus, and you have Nautilus. So we need to see the runes, the summon spells. So right now, okay. So he has Exhaust. He doesn't have Cleanse. He doesn't have anything else. By Exhaust, I mean, he can exhaust you. They have doubled Exhaust, which is bad. And you have Exhaust on support. So this means you guys are going to have less clip pressure. There is no reason for you to get Fleet Footwork. Fleet Footwork is like a rune that is very good if you play to not lose. Yes, they do have Vel'Koz.
Because they will have a lot of poke.
Yes. The problem is that if they try to poke you, Nautilus will hook instantly and they'll die. So you have to ask yourself how easy it is for them to go for poke, because Karthus Q, how is he going to be in range? And then Vel'Koz Q, it's not something that is like, you know, so annoying that it will hit you. So for example, when you pick the rune, you need to think about multiple things. So for example, if you play against, let's say, a Caitlyn, or no, let's say a Karthus, look, you play against a Karthus and you play against a Vel'Koz, you could get Fleet and it's good. Why? Because they're gonna poke you. The problem is that if you have a Nautilus, if you have an Alistar, if you have a Blitzcrank, you need damage. They will hook, and if they hook, you need to press the attack because you want to do more damage. So yes, if you have Janna, Fleet is better. Yes, if you have Melio, Fleet is better. Yes, if you have safe lane enchanter, let's play for sustain, Fleet is better. But if you have a Blitz, do you really think that when Karthus is wanna move into Q you and we hook, oh, but I have Fleet Footwork, I'm gonna heal. Kill him, just kill him, you know? So it depends on your support and it depends on the composition that you play against and how scary it is. Because again, if you have an enchanter and they have a little bit of poke like this, you can go Fleet, no problem. But if you have an engage and they don't have a lane that is like insanely hard poke, for example, if they have a Caitlyn with a Lux or a Senna or a Morgana, this is a very difficult lane. It's a very difficult lane. It's not like, oh, but I can dodge the Caitlyn auto attacks. No, you can't. Morgana will double you. You can dodge every Q, you're still gonna get poked. So in this case, I will go Fleet, even with Blitzcrank. Why? Because this is a very scary lane. It's Katie Morgana. But Karthus, Vel'Koz, I mean, Vel'Koz Q, you can dodge, and then Karthus Q, I mean, let's be honest, he shouldn't hit you. So you should go Fleet in the losing matchups when you just need to play safe, but if you have a chance to all in and you can actually kill them, especially with an engaged support, PTA is just better.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster, but you cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive.
Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return.
and it's just $5. It's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast.
55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list.
And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.